Good morning. Welcome back or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. It's day 4 of Oak. So this storm that took out the electricity 2 days ago, and then it was really big yesterday afternoon between 3 and 4, and one of our great trees fell. It seems like the trees around here, the big storm back in February, it really rocked or cracked things. And so another huge tree fell yesterday. And so now it looks like a 7-year-old smile across the horizon in front of my kitchen. Before there was a full set of teeth or a full set of trees, and now there's this really big gap in the center of my tree line. And then I started thinking about that poem, when great trees fall. And and I was thinking about Mankan Magan, this beautiful poet. I'm going to call him a bard. This beautiful, just beautiful Irishman who lived a song of words and shared it with us. And I was really touched by just how change happens on the outside and how it impacts us on the inside. My heart is touched by change and how I live with that change, or how I live with the loss of things. So and so today's class is all about core as a center, not a shape. So how do I maintain a sense of integrity in the midst of things? How do I maintain the sense of center, a sense of strength in the midst of change, in the midst of life, in the midst of storms? So come, let us rest on the ground and we shall begin. Come. So landing in, feet on the floor, shoulders wide, and just find your pelvis. Have a bit of a wiggle on the ground of a grounding, settling, arriving of your pelvis. Do the same with your shoulders, your back. Kind of squirm on the floor. Maybe reach your arms long as you squirm. Maybe just find, how do you just wake up and find the floor? Even if you've been awake for a few hours, you can still wake up and find the floor. Nice. And then half roll over towards the right, and then half roll over towards the left. And just do that a few times. Rolling one way, hey bear, and rolling the other way. Rolling one way, and then rolling the other way. Nice. Pause there. Great. So flatten your lower back down. And as you flatten your lower back down, I want you to feel how your feet are pushing down and there's something engaging in your core. So push a bit more into your feet and flatten a bit more into the floor. So I didn't say contract your core, but automatically we engage, or we recruit the core to make this action. And then arching into the lower back, breathe into your belly. And again, push your lower back down, push your feet into the floor. Feel that you're recruiting the muscles of your abdomen. And then arching. And again, flattening your lower back down. And arching. Nice. Let's do smiley hips. So rather than rising up through the middle of the spine to flatten down, I want you to travel over towards the right and then back through the sacrum and then over towards the left. So often when we do smiley knees, our knees are in the air and it's our knees that are traveling. But now I want you to do smiley pelvis, smiley rocking, smiley pelvic tilt. And as you do this, what are the moments where you feel engagement in your core, or can you sense the differences between the different kinds of engagement that are happening in your core? They're different. Nice. And now roll like there's a clock on the back of your pelvis. And again, notice what happens through the center of you. And then in the other direction. And this idea, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I was talking about, standing really tall can engage, it does engage our core. So core tall, it's the sense of rather than saying hold in your tummy, it says like stand tall and it naturally happens. So there's loads of gestures that engage us. So we're looking at what engages us to recruit our core. Arms long beside you, push your feet down, roll up along your spine. And travel up as high as feels comfortable. So before we've been stopping when our knees, hips, and shoulders have been one long line. Now you can travel further if you wish. So as you travel up and down, as you roll up and down along your spine, what happens through the center of you? What happens through your spine, your lower back, the deep belly muscles, your rib cage? What is the feeling of the deep of you? Hey, Bobby. As you roll up and down, I just feel nice. Pause on the up. So you're at a place where you can feel there's stretch through the front of your thighs, where your feet are active, your thighs and calves are active, your bum is squeezing, arms are long beside you. And then push into the right foot a little bit more, like you're stamping your right foot into the floor. And feel what happens through the right hip, right buttock, right side of your abdomen. Relax that extra push and then push extra into the left heel, left foot. So feel that I'm engaging down into the floor deeply and soften that. Push into the right foot and push into the left foot. Right foot and left foot. Nice. Push into both feet and feel how suddenly you have this extra bit of upward momentum or strength or flexibility. Rolling all the way down. Arms are wide. Drop both knees down to the right and bring your left foot up to tuck in behind your right knee. And just pause there. You can bring your hand to your knee or your hand to the outside of your knee, depending on if you want to intensify or support. Breathing into your belly. And we had this massive pear tree, and we lost the pear tree as well. It was a fierce, windy afternoon yesterday. Drop your knees down towards the left. Draw your right knee up so that you're tucking your right foot down behind the left knee. I've been really with this sense of nothing stays the same, everything's always changing, but then why do I resist change? Where is that lack of flow or the resistance to change within me? And just feeling that in your body. What's your sense? If you're in Ireland right now, you've probably been thinking about Moncon Magan, the storm yesterday. How is all of that in you? What has it arisen in you all the way back to center? Nice. Squeeze both knees towards you. And pause. Squeeze your knees even closer. Pause. Nice. And then both feet to the floor, roll over onto your side and come up into your cat pose. So your hands are underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips. Just grabbing the floor with your fingers and then lift all your fingers off the floor. Grab the floor with your fingers and then lift your fingers off the floor. So palm is staying on the floor when I lift my fingers. And when I push my fingertips into the floor, it's like my palm bows a bit off the floor. So lift your fingers, bow your palm, lift your fingers, bow your palm, lift your fingers, bow your palm. And then find neutral spine. So it's long, breath is in your belly. Really find long. So how do you draw down into your sacrum, lengthen through the top of your head? And just imagine that the back of your body is getting longer. Like the back of your neck is lengthening, your lower back is lengthening, your shoulders are widening because your spine is lengthening. And as I do this, there's all this kind of engagement happening through the front of my body. I'm not making the front of my body do anything, but as I imagine or encourage length through the back of my body, there's this really interesting tone happening through the front of my body. So keep that sense of length and really, really slowly round your back. So keep the sense of length as you round. And then keep the sense of length as you arch. So I have to move really slowly because I don't know how to arch and keep length. Usually I collapse and shorten, it seems, because I can feel this is really difficult. So I can only do a very small cat as I do this. So keep the length round your back. Keep this really deep length through the back of your body and arch your back. That feels like a really different cat pose than what I usually do. Round your back. I feel like I have to learn loads of things here. And keep the length through your spine. Really having to move very, very slowly to maintain this length. And arch your back. Pause in the arching and find that sense of length. Nice. Come to neutral. Tuck your toes under. Keep that sense of length through your spine. Pull yourself back into a downward dog. Keep your knees bent and find length through your spine. So lengthening through the top of your head all the way down into your sacrum, down into your hips. Back of your neck is lengthening. Lower back is lengthening. Hips are moving away from you. And widening the back of the body. So I'm not arching the back to create length. I'm lengthening the back. I'm widening the back. Just feel that. How do you lengthen? And slowly begin to straighten your legs. As you lengthen your legs, as you lengthen your spine, just find your breath into the deep of you. Nice. Drop your knees to the floor. Step your right foot forward. Turn your back foot at a 45-degree angle. And just find that length here. So I'm pushing down into the back foot now. I'm finding the length of my spine. Bring your hands to the back of your knee. Keep that sense of length through the spine. Slowly rise up. Reach, keep your front knee bending. Keep that length through the spine. Rise up through your arms and maybe look up. But it feels like a very different order in my body as I focus on lengthening my spine. So if we go back to the root, so find your feet, ground them down, connect to your legs. Find your pelvis and lengthen through your spine. Feel that length. And then keep lengthening. So it's interesting, my arms are there, but it's my spine that's doing the work as I stand here. The sense of the back of me is lengthening, the back of me is connecting. My torso is engaging very deeply as I seek to lengthen. Nice. Lower your arms down so they're straight out from your sides. One arm is over your left leg, one arm is over the right. And then have a sense of reaching deeply down into your feet, ground, bend your front knee deeply. Back leg, baby toe side is grounding. And then sink your pelvis with weight. Rise through your spine. Get really tall. Get tall, breathe into your belly. Nice. Drop your right elbow down to your right knee. Keep that sense of length in your torso. Reach your left arm long beside your ear. Keep that length. Really finding the back of your body is big, the back of your body is long. Connecting into everything. Find your breath. Super. Lower your left hand to the floor, lower your right hand to the floor. Pull back into your downward dog. Find the length of your spine. Feel that how do I lengthen my spine? So even though I'm only talking about lengthening our spine, my core is really working. My core has this sense of it's the engine to lengthen my spine. It's the center of the power that's going to give me my length. But if I focus on the center, on the core, the length is not going to happen. Instead, the gesture is find the length. Find the length. Nice. Drop your knees to the floor. Step your left foot forward. Lengthen your back leg. Turn it at a 45-degree angle. Find the length in your spine. Bring your hands to your knees. Slowly traveling up. Keep the focus on keeping the length. So I'm like, having to move really slowly. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Keep the length in your spine. And maybe look up. This deep back of body lengthening. This sense of the rise of you. Find your feet. Connect your legs. Drop your pelvis. Feel the length of your spine. Nice. Widen your arms. Arms are out over your legs. Front knee is deeply bending. Your back arm is reaching towards the right. Your front arm is towards the left. Find the length of your spine, really sinking down. Nice. Left elbow to your knee. Sweep your right arm long beside your ear. Find the length of your spine. Radiate from your spine. Nice. Both hands to the floor. Come rest into your child's pose all the way down. Arms are long. Have your knees wide. And again, you can either push down into your elbows or you can reach your arms long, or you can tuck your elbows under your knees, between your knees. So just see, what is the child's pose that you love? Arms back, arms between your knees, elbows pushing down to push you backwards, or arms forward. And now as you breathe, soften the spine and just have a sense of in this moment, there is softness. So I feel much more connected to each of the different movements that are available to my spine now. It's like they're like those pontoon bridges. My spine feels like, as I breathe in, it's like the ripple of the wave through a pontoon bridge. Just feel in your body, what's the sense of your spine? How is it that you feel it, sense it? What's your felt sense of your spine right now? As you inhale, as you exhale. Keep inhaling and exhaling. Find that sense of breath through the back of your body, widening and softening, deepening and connecting. A deep, full sense of breath. I'm just finding that picture that you also sent it yesterday. I'm out teaching. I'm doing seminar 1. So today is day 4 of seminar 1. It's always a bit full on during seminars. And so I'm just going to show you. So this is before yesterday. This was a straight flat line of trees. This looks directly out there. This tree here, I think, was that for Inspire? I think that was the rock for Inspire. And just over here, over towards the right side, is actually the oak of oak. And then to the left is where my chickens are. But this hole in the fence or in the line of trees, this is where a tree was yesterday morning. So when great trees fall, the land shall shake. Just honouring Monk and McGann today. And my heart is with his family. So it's a big day in the land. So have a wonderful, windy day, and hope you get out into the nature. And just my sense is that I want to put my back to a tree. I want to honour a tree today. I want to feel a sense of connection. That even though they're here for so much longer than us, they are also transient. I want to go out and find a tree and lean against it. Feel that length of me inspired by the length of them. So great. Have a nice day. Ciao.